Hey, what is up? And in this video, I will actually show you how to generate a DeFi passive income using crypto. All of this through this blue ocean strategy that can be managed in less than 1 hour in a day. In this document, I will explain the new blue ocean investing strategy that we're using right now to generate millions of dollars for both our clients as well as ourselves. Proof is in the pudding. You can see the screenshot from TC on Telegram. I thought the projection he was at was $1 million, and he was actually at $1.5 million already. So all of this is called DeFi passive income. DeFi is an abbreviation for decentralized finance, and it's completely different in terms of how you grow your money predictably without having to eat any market volatility or day trading your life away, leading to less inflation, higher income, higher returns, and in this case, also less headaches of making a lot of decisions. And the best thing of all is that all of this can be managed in less than 2 hours in a week. And this is just the time it requires you to set it up. Here are some of the transactions that consistently land on the accounts of my clients, including myself. So if you're wondering about who I am, my name is Arno. You may have seen me before on Instagram or on YouTube, and I'm the founder of the Freedom Academy, which is a global school designed to teach you what traditional education has forgotten: financial, mental, and business education that sets you free, taught by somebody who actually did it. The man in front of the biggest building of the world, Dubai, city of the future. At 25, I actually achieved a net worth of over $1.5 million and wrote my best selling book called Unchained, which is available on Amazon and below in this video. Now, living in Dubai, I've helped hundreds of people gain financial freedom, allowing them to wake up when they want, where they want, and spend time with the people they love the most. Now, with 8 years plus of experience in crypto, I've seen the good, the bad, and the ugly, and developed my own unique and proven methods to earn passive income online with just 2 to 3 hours a week to set it all up and minutes to manage it. Now, my mission is to be a tool for your future, okay? My message that I want to spread is don't gamble, delay gratification, make money, and enjoy time with the people that you love the most, just like I'm doing with this cutie on the picture in screen right now. Now, in any way, the thing that we're seeing in the world right now is mad inflation. Okay, so the inflation on traditional money is going through the roof, and this is justified through the screenshot that I've added in. This is actual market data. This is the M2 dollar supply chart on TradingView that clarifies how within the first 2 years of COVID-19, $6 trillion were printed out of thin air. This equates to $250 billion per month that is being added to a digital balance sheet. Now, if this doesn't scare you, this actually pushes up the consumer price while salaries stay quite the same. I know there's indexation going on, but still all of this under the guise of transitory inflation. So the more money that is actually available in this world, the less value your money will hold. And if you ever wonder why people are stuck in the hamster wheel just to get by, this is exactly why. It's so hard to outpace all of this printing, even when like all of the supply, just a fraction of that supply is entering the markets and is entering the economy. So therefore, I'm saying if you fix the money, you can fix the world. Just like Warren Buffett once said, if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will actually work until you die. And that's one of the reasons that I built a DeFi passive income for myself with crypto. Now, this is the old way of doing money. Okay, so you have all the printing going on. The printing of the money gets to the banks. The banks allows you to get money out of the ATMs. Well, maybe one day by watching that video, that will not be longer possible, but today it is. And then because there's just a limited amount of supply available, the inflation goes up and the value of your money goes down. And since 1971, when the gold standard got removed, there was all this excessive money printing going on, just again to distribute a limited supply. Now, in short, the more money printing we see, the less monetary value we will have and the less freedom we will have. And things are not becoming more expensive around you. Your money is simply losing value. Even worse, the door to financial freedom is closing with the day. I work with multiple Australians that have faced this news, and this is crazy because one of them even had a marriage, received a stack of cash, wanted to get to a bank, and the bank was like, we don't do this, digital only. Okay. So this means that with all these central bank digital currencies and things that are coming up, like a digital identity, it will even be harder for you to secure your financial freedom. So there's a new way of money, luckily, while it's still accessible to you, where your traditional inflationary money goes to a secure wallet where the supply of the money goes down and therefore the value of your money goes up. Fear not, I will explain this in a proper way. The solution, therefore, is DeFi passive income. So let me show you how it works. Inside of crypto, I've discovered a unique approach that benefits from built-in deflation. So imagine there's an auction going on of Da Vinci where there's about 10,000 paintings that are available. Now, while rarity goes up and while demand stays the same, the price of these last 3,000 artworks that remain is forced to go up, right? Because there's less of a certain unit that has this demand. So therefore, the value is forced to go up. And this is how I make money on top of money. So essentially, what you're doing is you're delaying gratification, not moving your money around every single day like day traders do, allowing your money the time it needs to grow, and seeing the value go up while the supply goes down. This is the opposite or the antidote to inflation that gives you back your financial freedom. And the best thing of all of this is that this doesn't take 4 years like a Bitcoin halving. This scarcity grows every single day. You don't even need any expensive mining equipment like all these hardware miners and everything. You can just simply use a Google Chromebook. Your money is not being stored on a website. It's always on your own decentralized MetaMask wallet that only you control. And every part of this system has a public audit guaranteeing full security of your money by some of the top-notch auditors in this space that get paid upwards of $5,000 to $10,000 per security issue they can find, and having a public report on how they do that before even investing into any of that. So you're even isolating yourself from traditional market volatility in this way, because the supply decrease is now acting as kind of a buffer, a failure margin, and an insurance to make sure that your money is working harder for you at a higher level than others. So in short, you're now making money while you sleep and not longer working until you die. Warren Buffett would be pretty proud here. So by now, at this point, you should understand the difference between inflation and deflation and why a DeFi passive income is so effective at systemizing wealth creation to a point where you can even reclaim your time, financial, and location freedom, especially in today's economy. And that's why today, for the first time ever, I am offering to install this DeFi passive income in your life done with you. So I'm holding your hand to do so. So if you've already heard enough information and want to take advantage of this unique opportunity, I recommend going below this video and booking your free brainstorming session right now. We're looking for a beta group of entrepreneurs, 9-to-5ers, and career professionals who want to work closely with us one-on-one to build a DeFi passive income in their lives within the next couple of weeks. And I'm not trying to help everyone with this. We've already validated this offer for hundreds of people and just want to test it on a wider audience. So you have no risk of simply booking a brainstorming session about us installing a DeFi passive income with you. Now, for those of you who still need more information at this point, let me explain why I believe that a DeFi passive income to be the most effective and absolute and streamlined method for wealth creation at scale. In my books, there's nothing better because I believe in it. So it turns your money into employees, okay? As opposed to wasting hours a day trading the markets, buying and selling random inflationary tokens or meme coin nonsense, listening to celebrities or crypto influencers on YouTube just to get manipulated, or joining a trading mastermind where VCs manipulate the signals, and even these centralized exchanges don't even care, because even if you're losing money, they make their trading fees. It's super rigged. You could avoid all of these headaches and simply pick a method that works right now. And the reason I'm saying this is because it allowed TC Nordhook to grow from $25,000 to over $1.5 million, which is a 60x return in a bear market. Not gonna lie, this is far out one of the best results we've been able to get inside of a bear market. Raymond and Miranda to have a 15x ROI during their honeymoon. So a 15x return on investment while they were enjoying a wellness for their honeymoon, for the wedding. Tobias is a German police officer who went from 1,790 euros to over 30,000 euros quite a short amount of time as well. Jonas, who managed to make 1,700 euros of pure profits in his first month, and even Trevor, who worked on Hogwarts Legacy and turned $680 into $7,900. Wingardium Cryptiosa, I would say. I needed to add that in there. Now, what do all of these people have in common? Well, all of these results happened in their first month after working with us. All of these people showed up, they were committed, and they were open minded about their futures. They took note, they learned hard, and took massive determined action to implement it all. And this is crucial. I'm not going to lie. This is crucial with any given industry, whether that's fitness, crypto investing, any given industry. If you don't do the work, well, nothing happens, you see. So allowing these people to learn while they earn at the same time, which took about a 2 to 3 hours a week at max. So while many people think that crypto is only criminal money, volatile, or massively manipulated, there are people with real-time information, knowledge, and guidance on how to crush this current cycle and create generational wealth right now before the chance is gone forever. Now, what you essentially do here is you'll minimize risks and you'll maximize returns. Since you are no longer doing these random trades, buying inflationary tokens or other nonsense, you benefit from the built-in deflation. Profits are no longer guesswork, but pure maths. So since the supply decreases, you're also adding an extra layer of insurance against volatility, as mentioned before. And you're not losing ownership over your own money, as there is no centralized exchange or application in need of any access to your money. It's you, your own MetaMask wallet, and your profits against the world. Again, quick recap. You take traditional inflationary money, you put it on a secure wallet where there the supply is decreasing. It drives up the value of what you hold, and over time, you are able to get your profits out. So in this regard, you even have a chance to compound your profits. As soon as you claim back your initial investment with the profits on top, you have the opportunity to claim the profits or put them back into the markets, okay? This is an overview of what you can essentially do. All the money comes in, you claim on certain dates. You have these dates in your Google Calendar, and when the due dates hit, you simply get the money out. And then there's two types of investors that either just like take out the profits and reinvest the initial, or just like compound over time and then just gradually get out by the end of the bull cycle. Now, doing less actually means getting more in crypto. And this is a mentality that you need to know, because those who make the least amount of decisions, assuming that these decisions make sense, make the highest returns in crypto. Fidelity once did a study as to which accounts had done the best in terms of investing. And what they saw was they were the accounts of people who forgot they had an account at Fidelity. They were either dead or they forgot about their account. So less human emotion equals more money. You can make more money in less time with less headaches. So now you no longer have to worry about making 1,001 decisions, trading your life away, or buying and selling random inflationary tokens while you jot lines on a chart that nobody can actually predict. So in this case, you can now enter a network of insiders to get insider knowledge. Crypto, therefore, is a game of real-time information. And the only way to get that is through an insider network, a group of people that share the same goal in each other's best interest, just like Sander, who woke up with 1K profit in his first month. Now, anyway, this leverages your most important asset, which is called time. Because let's be honest, nobody has the desire to be locked in a room 7 days a week. This is the exact reason why I'm doing what I'm doing. I was never designed, and I'm sure you're not either, to be sitting in a cubicle for 7 days in a week. Right? This is the thing. So no matter how much we make from it, yet the reality, most people are stuck in the rat race. That's the reality. So the number one goal here is to seek a life outside of the cubicles where we live life through memories with the people that we love the most. Money, therefore, in my books, is a facilitator to use your number one asset better, which is time. All of this gives you the freedom of choice where to be, when to be there, and with who. So if you want, like if you already like want to make this breakthrough happen, well, then don't hesitate to make your move and book your brainstorming session immediately using that link or just scrolling down. Now, we're not trying to help everyone with this. Again, we've already validated this method for hundreds of people and want to test it on a wider audience. So be sure to book your brainstorming session right now. There's absolutely no risk in simply setting up a brainstorming session to talk about installing this DeFi passive into your life together. Because for those of you who are interested, but still have some questions, well, let me address a few of the core concerns you may have around leveraging a DeFi passive income in your life. What if you have zero knowledge? Does that actually matter? Well, it doesn't, because you're aware. Like most people who have a lack of knowledge just hop into crypto right away. They make the worst kind of decisions ever just to lose their money and just to screw it up. And crypto should not be a gamble. Crypto is pure maths on a blockchain. And if you know the name of the game, you make money. That's as simple as it is. Because remember, less human emotion means more money. We leverage the power of deflation to lift the heavyweights for you and actively work with people between the ages of 18 and 80 years old, of which many had zero prior knowledge. And here's a quick example of that. Like there's two of the smart contracts right now with over $27 of supply ready to be burned daily. Okay, so you can see these contracts, they have zero, they're not owned by anyone aside of the chain. All of the code is immutable. This is all of the money that's inside, and you can see how this protocol has the logic built in, which is audited through auditors, so it's secure. Logic built in that executes no matter what. And you can see how this is just burning every single day. 12,000, 12,000, 9,000, 10,000, 9,000, 9,000. This is the actual way that I make money, because the more supply we see in terms of the decrease, again, the more your value of your money will go up. Now, sometimes you even receive the question in my regard, like if I made over $1.5 million at the age of 25, why do I still coach people? Well, as my strategy is very time efficient, I could be hiding in the shadows of my room, just make some money through crypto, and then keep all the knowledge and insights to myself. But I do have like a lot of time on my plate that I just want to have instead of just hiding in my room. I want to be able to help people, because the thing is, you claim positions and profits, you reiterate the process, you make more money, you live a boring and unfulfilling life without no purpose and memories. And in my case, that's not the reality I wanted. So instead of getting hijacked by my goals and my ambitions, I just love to make a bigger impact through sharing it and helping hundreds of people that are grateful for my support, and I'm grateful to work with them too. Their presence is one of the best things ever. Set aside their gratitude for the results that we get. So, truth to be told, I'm an entrepreneur, so ideally when watching this video, you come to the conclusion that the biggest risk is staying where you're at and always trusting the trial and error ways as opposed to modeling what works. So I know the impact and benefits of what I know, and I'm not hiding the fact that it would be amazing to work with you one-on-one and take you to the next level, because that would make both of us grateful. You would be winning, and I would be grateful for you that is winning. So if you're keen on doing so, claim your free brainstorming session right now. In case you are busy and you lack the time, well, how much time would this actually take? Well, setting all of this up and understanding my strategy usually takes 2 to 3 hours a week in the beginning. Over time, you just need a couple of minutes per week. What requires you the most is our weekly Q&A, where real-time information on what to do at the right time is being shared. Again, it's a game of real-time information. So for the time you put in, you get the profits back that facilitate the lifestyle you desire. Now, in this case, why am I not sharing any specific projects in this video? Because to keep it relevant, I would need a new video variation of this one for every single week. Instead, I just wanted to make this a timeless masterpiece that houses how you can make a DeFi passive income using crypto. So I'm not your typical crypto YouTuber sharing tokens just to use you as exit liquidity. I'm not getting paid by any like centralized exchange or any given project or whatsoever. So many creators in this day and age exploit their viewers, and I want to help them. So the reason I provide all this guidance is because crypto is a game of insider knowledge and real-time information applied at the right time. And even if I gave you a 50 to 100x hidden gem right now, if you don't take action, you become exit liquidity to somebody else. And in all honesty, I've been in crypto for 8 years right now. I would have zero ideas how to learn what I've learned throughout these 8 years again, given the current circumstances of the world. These CBDCs, central bank digital currencies that can steer behavior and that can steer your financial freedom are not a joke. So if I would have to do this all again over by myself, I would probably just be trapped in the new system. And that's not what I want. That's why I make these videos. So, what's the best budget to get started investing? Well, truth to be told, anywhere between the 3 to 5K range is a solid starting point. I know this is sentiment in the people that I work with that are either investing 10 to 20 to 30% of their monthly salary, as you can see right here. So these are the people that just have like a fixed monthly percentage investment, or there's people that just invest a couple of thousands after obtaining my knowledge and my strategies first. There's no way where even if you have the right guidance, you want to just throw your money out of the window and just get into stuff, right? You need to get the knowledge and the guidance first. So once that's dialed in, as we see, there's people that just get in with 1,500, 3,000, 6,000, 6,000. They just keep going. And whether that means you're compounding your profits or you're adding new cash that you're able to deploy, that's all on you, right? The only thing that I can tell you is that I don't manage any of the money that we work with and I don't take a profit share. Now, of course, knowledge is key. No matter what approach you're likely going to take, if you don't have a clue of what you're doing, simply stack up cash, learn how to do it, and crush it. Okay. So don't be the next person acting in crypto without knowledge. We can all get into Dogecoin and then you will see the consequences. Okay. So if you consider learning it, limit your sources. You could be wondering, well, if what you do is on top of an Ethereum blockchain, isn't that expensive with the gas fees? Well, due to bundling transactions, Ethereum is massively improving and lowering their gas fees. Even better, when you interact with the Ethereum chain only on like a Sunday, you will claim the lowest available fees, which allows you to get out a big chunk of profits for paying a lower amount of fees. So as opposed to stock markets closing down on a Sunday, we just make money. And that's a party every single Sunday. Now, isn't crypto difficult to learn? Well, it depends on your sources, right? The gross majority of people online are paid to promote nonsense. And if they aren't, they just give you an abundance of things that don't make sense. There's so much information out there. I filtered it to the core. There's people like Soulja Boy and the Kardashians that even promoted Ethereum Max just to rug pull everyone. Okay, so there's a project, it launches not at the floor, it launches high, and then they use you as exit liquidity. It's stereotypical scam all of these celebs use. Tons of streamers and creators, including Logan Paul, actually play similar games. So after going through all of this, like what's actually in it for me, for myself? Well, it is the passion of taking people from zero knowledge to actually making money and mastering this game, because so many screw it up that I can just see how to add value. There's nothing that satisfies me more than helping others get a whole new life and finally understanding this, because now, aside of my passion, you just need to be passionate about a better future too. So, what I would suggest is when it comes down to crypto, you just need to mark a few days of the week, which could be a Monday, a Wednesday, and a Friday. And on these days, you simply just spend 30 minutes a day to be able to rehearse yourself and just repeat what you've learned and take action on all of this so you can set yourself free and become like completely opposed to the majority of investors. That's what I would say, okay? And they are investing in cats, beer, and bunnies. Don't be those kinds of investors. Now, so this could also be a thing. Will you manage my money, or are you affiliated, or do you take any profit shares? Nope. I'm a believer of what crypto is built for, which is transparency and decentralization. So aside of all these cowboys that are exploiting others online because their knowledge sucks, I simply share my guidance and real-time info. Crypto makes me money even without this mastermind. And in fact, crypto still makes me more than anything I share and teach online. So still, hopefully at this point, you're seeing that you don't need to become Albert Einstein to turn this into a real wealth creation machine. So with all that being said, we formally invite you to book a brainstorming session about how we could potentially install a DeFi passive income in your life today. Again, I'm not trying to help everyone with this because I've already validated this method for hundreds of people, and I just want to test it on a wider audience to show how powerful a DeFi passive income can be when it comes down to generating wealth and changing lives. So I'll spend the rest of my time here explaining how the process works, how quickly you can start earning a DeFi passive income, and what you'll get by potentially working with us. Now, first of all, I can not stress enough that there is just not one thing in crypto that makes a DeFi passive income work. It's not just about knowing what to do and when to do it, but it's also about how to secure your assets, where and how to find relevant and fair crypto projects, and how to use your profits in the real world in the most tax efficient way. It's all a system with multiple components, and it's similar to a sports car, okay? All cool and stuff until you notice that you don't have any brakes. This is redundant, but it's not if some of the parts stop working. So you need all of the parts, because even with a state of the art engine, this could turn into a nightmare, right? So, same with crypto. Unless you understand what to do, when to do it, and how to do it. So at that point, you will be way ahead of the game because you will make money on command, and that will set you free forever. And truth to be told, that's a very unique skill in today's day and age. Second of all, this is exactly why I personally run a mastermind, because all of these courses that you see online promising you to make tons of money, they are a lie, because there is no way to make a one fit for all that works for ages, right? Crypto is a real-time game. So to stay relevant, you would need a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday course. You would just have to keep making a new one, because crypto changes daily. So I'm not here to hide my face, don't show up, or provide zero guidance. The reason hundreds of successful students decided to work with myself is because of the real-time knowledge that is inside of my mind right now. We'll be in an inside private Telegram community with you and our other students, answering questions, delivering value, and optimizing the strategies and game plans that we take on. Based on need, we will even provide one-on-one access to myself and my team members, where you can ask your personal questions that you should not be asking in a group coaching call, like setting up a personal strategy. What's the next game plan? Like, how would things work in your case? That's not things that we want to address in public. We respect your privacy. Now, what we do is we do the heavy lifting for you, as we're able to share insider information before it hits the public markets, and everything we share starts at a price floor, so there is no way to rug pull or exploit people through any exit liquidity. The reward for us is the massive gratitude of being able to serve you and change your life. This means that you will be spending less time being stuck in the abundance of Google information, make fewer mistakes, and get your DeFi passive income to be profitable faster, with our average students seeing the first results within 30 days already. And why? Because as soon as people work with us, they immediately get a quick start guide on what kind of steps to take that is real time and works right now. Now, here's how the entire process works, just so you got some clarification. First, we will optimize your income and the way you use money through a golden goose portfolio driven through deflation. So this is a very simple visual that shows you if the supply of money comes down, the value of money gradually goes up. So this doesn't happen right away. You see, here's a supply decrease, doesn't reflect right away. This is all exponential. This is why I'm compounding my profits as well, because this is similar to a net worth graph of what you see with wealthy individuals such as Ray Dalio and Warren Buffett. It's the same how deflation kicks in. It's a accelerated Bitcoin scenario, basically, where you don't have to wait 4 years. It happens in a couple of days. So imagine the world would have 10 million iPhones as of right now, and over time, there's only 2 iPhones left. People on these auctions would go crazy, throwing millions just to obtain this crazy thing that has more computing power than the thing that puts us on the moon. Okay. It's crazy to have an iPhone. So people would throw all this money around. And that's exactly how deflation works. Less supply means more value. And this is how you make your actual hard earned money grow for you. That's how it works. So you'll be able to make more money in less time, compound your profits or make profit on top of profit, all while educating yourself to be a better investor, which ultimately leads you to take home more money with less work and start to separate yourself from other investors in the space. And this works because it builds a stronger foundation, puts you in the lowest possible tax brackets as opposed to what traders do. They put themselves in the highest ones, and it allows way more room for financial returns with less headaches, risks, as well as nightmares. Now, anyway, second thing that I'll help you to set up is a bulletproof security setup on a Fort Knox level. Okay, so this is a one pager that includes the entire security setup me and many other multimillionaires use to protect their obtained profits in the best possible way. This ultimately sets you free from any man in the middle of attacks where connections get interrupted, money gets stolen, and other security virtues that could impact the safety of your funds. We're talking about money, guys. This is not a joke. So once this is and remains dialed in, there is no way you put your assets at risk aside of taking silly decisions in crypto. That's the only risk if you don't know what you're doing. So in this case, that's already isolated. So next, we'll share our project picking setup as well. This custom, real-time, and to-the-point way of picking actual valuable projects allows you to be in the right opportunity at the right time with the right guidance. That's what crypto is. So every crypto project is different, and most are even inflationary or complete nonsense. Look at these Solana inspect element scams on Twitter. Look at these meme coins that get launched like there's no tomorrow. It's so insane. Yes, there's screenshots of people making a lot of people, but they hide all of the people that got exploited through these meme coins. It's actually one big lie, and it hurts me to see all of these things going on. So we will provide you proven ways to reduce risks, pick the right projects, and allow yourself to even use the current projects that we invest into ourselves. This includes the entire set of strategies and game plans that will work right now, and none of this above is financial advice. It's a one-on-one overview of what we personally do ourselves in a way that you can see it, do your own due diligence and research on it, and figure out whether you want to apply it or not. So we allow you to limit your decisions and maximize your returns. This allows you to invest with less headaches, stay on top of the game, and make more money than anyone else. In addition, and this is what I love the most, we will even give you a way to use your profits in the real world. From Airbnbs to Emirates flights to groceries to car fuel to theme parks with the kids, we'll listen to your specific situation, get our tax experts involved, and map out the best possible way to live the life you desire without anyone's permission. This is game over. Like, this is a financial game over. This is what it is. So this ultimately means that you'll never be stuck in the loop again. No more banks calling you when you want to get simple furniture for the garden or whatsoever. It's one big game. It's one big joke, right? And that's not all. Once we solve your money problem, you'll likely run into other problems like lifestyle design and all that stuff. So that's why our community of like-minded people meets up now and then. We name a place and a time, we meet up, we talk, and we learn from each other. So we'll help you get access to a top-tier network that many only dream about. The people inside are insane. So this means that you'll be able to live a life where you don't have to explain yourself any given time. You will be like, you don't have to explain yourself every given time. When you want to go to that next level, no explanation needed, no more disbelief needed, no more traditional nonsense ways. People that trust and believe in you because they have been where you're at. And all of this has cost me years of trial and errors, thousands of dollars, and many painful lessons along the way. This 8 years that I've been in crypto was not a joke, but I've seen this mad experience, which allows me to do what I do. So you won't have to experience any of what I just mentioned. So no trial and error, no thousands of dollars going into the mist, and no many painful lessons, okay? What I will share with you is because I care. I show up, I lead, and deliver. And I'm going to show you how to install a DeFi passive income into your life to minimize risk and maximize return. Now, finally, although we can achieve a lot through some Google searches, there is just something about getting to know and being a part in a community full of high-level individuals that can unlock areas of growth that you didn't even know existed. This means that you'll finally be part of a mastermind where you can not only learn and grow, but also have fun and build relationships that last for a lifetime. And if an emergency arises in some case, or you have any pressing questions that require immediate answers, we've got your back. You'll get them, okay? You'll have access to a private Telegram community where our entire client team is dedicated to seeing you succeed. So typically, if you were doing this all alone, you'd be stuck trying to guess your way to profits, but not with us. Game over. The best part is that there are no profit shares. Every project starts at a price floor, and we don't manage any access. Like, we don't manage or access any of your money, okay? So there's no way to start something at a high price and I just use P plus exit liquidity. My heart, my reputation, anything I've built up doesn't allow me to do so. Otherwise, I would not be recording these videos. So the only catch that I have is due to the work that is done with you, we like that we do, and working closely one-on-one, we can only work with a certain number of clients every single month. And we only work with 9 to 5ers, entrepreneurs, and career professionals that are eager to learn and committed to grow. So if that is you, I invite you to go below this video now and book your brainstorming session to learn more about how we can potentially install a DeFi passive income in your life today. While booking your session, you'll be asked a few questions that allow us to understand your current situation and come to our session prepared to show you the best next steps for implementing our proven system into your life in the right way. After you book your call, we'll also send you a link to our website with tons of testimonials, tons of case studies and video testimonials and client wins, proving that DeFi passive income works as long as you decide to work for it as well and be committed. Okay. So if you're tired of being stuck in the loop and you want to make money work harder for you, go below this video and book a brainstorming session to speak with us right now. We can only work with a limited number of clients every single month. So don't wait. Book your brainstorming session right now so we can go more in depth on what DeFi passive income would look like in your life today.